This ain't no fucking game. Hey, and we're live from around next to my bathroom in my basement. This is My Worst Holiday, a podcast about your worst wedding, funeral, bachelor party, bachelorette party, or what story's funny after the fucking fact. We want to hear it. And today we have a very special guest, actor and free fucking spirit writer, Mr. Ted Siok. Ted, say hello.
Hey, how you doing? Call me Ted Sterner. Let's go by my my stage name. That'd be great.
All right, Ted Sterner. Okay, well, I didn't know.
That's fine.
I'm just going by the information that I have, man. That's all I've got. I know you as a Marine. I know you as in construction. And now you're just or something else, but you're just a free fucking spirit, and I'm kind of envious of you, because I'm married with a kid, and I like that a lot. But the whole free spirit thing sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it really is. You know, I have a little debt that's going away shortly, and you know, you get to run around and go places and do things, as you have seen on my Facebook under my real name. It is fantastic. You know, living in North Hollywood is a good time. You have to be a little careful for you know, freaks and professionals. They say
I like both of them. I'm a fan of both.
Oh, I have
where
fun.
I came from. Freaks don't fucking scare me.
No, that's who make the life interesting, really, right? What do they say?
Make the rockin' world go round.
Yeah.
Fucking freaks, man. I'm like a magnet for fucking freaks. They are they just gravitate towards me, you know, like, you know, the conspiracy theory guys, you know, they're just like, oh, look at that fucker. I bet he wants to hear my whole story. And I'm like, I don't. I really don't. You can't find a guy that actually gives a fuck less more than me. And that's a fucking God's honest truth. So
well, someday we'll have to get together and talk about conspiracy theories, because you don't know who you're talking to.
Like, you know, the guy comes up to you and goes, you know, they found Obama going into those bathhouses up in Chicago.
No, I was involved. Do you remember that? I don't want to stay here on this subject. For some reason, I can't get this situated right. There, how about that? I don't want to stay on this subject today, but do you remember the old Patriot movement started by the real Rambo, Bo Greitz, and Jack McLam, the Patriot movement police officer?
No.
They were all about the Constitution, supporting it above what's happening today, to protect people and not to protect the government, and put them in the right. So I was involved with that for a while, to a point where I was physically followed until 2015, when I got my newest cell phone for the railroad. And yeah, I know what black helicopters are. I had them visit my house 2 days in a row when I was in Massachusetts. And they are real. They are real. They're very, very quiet. I've
are them drone things that all the kids are talking about these days? Actually, yeah. I had one. It was a piece of shit, but it was fun. John Silver's watching, and Aaron Hawkins is watching. So,
hey, welcome, guys.
Hey,
but yeah, we'll get together and talk.
So what's your real name? Because I was just calling it Siok. So what's your real name again?
My real name is Ted Siok, Siok. That's what I am on Facebook. So if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see what I do for acting.
Oh, there it is. God damn it,
and Ted Sterner is my
Sterner. There we go.
My stage name.
All right, so we're talking to Ted Sterner. That is a stage name. Forget about the name that I had on the thing.
It doesn't matter really, because on Instagram I'm Ted Sterner 1001. So, can you hear me? Okay, you keep leaning in.
No, I can. No, it's because my glasses. I've got two different things I'm looking at. So, and I got you kind of a little bit of a way, so I can get everything into.
Yep.
You know, you're looking good. You're looking good, Ted. I'm just going to keep you in frame here. Don't move, baby. You look fantastic. So tell us everything about Ted. I want to hear what you got coming up, what you got going on. What's the whole Ted? Let's do the TED Talks. I bet nobody's ever done that to you before.
Actually, I have gotten in trouble for that before. My ex-wife was so jealous of this one woman and we had been in some shorts together, and nothing ever happened. I've never cheated on anybody.
Is it the beautiful woman that you're with now?
No.
Okay.
So this woman, I finally convinced my wife I wasn't seeing her, and everything was okay. And the woman quoted a TED Talk, so it fired up again.
Right.
She's quoting you. It's my wife is my ex-wife, as technically savvy as she was, didn't realize anything about TED Talks, so I was in trouble. But what I was looking into giving a TED Talk, but I think that's for another.
I like her. I told her I wasn't going to say anything about seeing her, but I like her. I'm just kidding.
All right, so we're talking about Tina Lee, right?
I was a little bit.
Yep.
Love her.
Okay. Yeah, I am seeing Tina Lee. Many people, I've never seen so many text messages and instant messages come to a person as I have with Tina Lee. If you look, she's
we do we'll do side messenger things, the stuff that she can't put on Facebook when she does do Facebook. So hey, Brandy's watching. Hey, Brandy, love you, girl. And yeah, so like I can't like say anything about those. Like I look at those and go, oh God, like
oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah.
But I've come to learn a lot.
What's your heart?
Yeah. What you see and even what you're talking to right there is not the real Tina Lee. She's giving you a side of her because she's fun loving and she knows you as fun loving and she loves you that way. So when I ended up leaving Nashville in the middle of June from a botched up situation, nothing to do with the production company out there. They were wonderful. And I got stranded in Denver because my taxes were held up, not on my part from a former employer. So I had my income streams dried up.
Right.
Right.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm stranded there. And I said, I wonder if Tina's in this area. And I reached out and she was like a mile and a half away.
Oh, no shit.
And I said, hey, you want to meet? I said, we have some talking to do because we had a little argument a couple of years ago. And she made me wait. Now I'm in my truck, right? I'm in my truck. I have enough for a slice of pizza here and there and some water. So all I did was drink my C4, my pre-workout, go to the gym, hike all day. I lost I'm down to 190. I was 210. That's how much I lost.
Oh, nice.
But she made me wait for 2 weeks.
240, now 290. Boom, baby.
Yeah. So she made me wait.
I did the type 2 diabetes diet.
I was on what I call the God diet. I couldn't lose the last weight. You know what the God diet is?
You lose weight or you die.
You're not eating. God. You're not eating. I couldn't get it. I had some people help me.
Eat right or you're going to see God. That would be the God diet.
I had no money for food. I had some help. Fire department came out, and I just sat there and I enjoyed the storms rolling over the Rockies. Being the old Marine I am, it was absolutely fantastic. I was in a side road truck parking area for trailer trucks, and I had a great time. Then one morning, at about 12:30 in the morning, I'm asleep, and someone pounds on my window. I thought it was a police officer, and I could see this little face up because she's short.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, it's you. And I jumped out and she went, whoop. I said, oh my gosh, you're so tiny. That spitfire of a woman is quite small. And we hung out all night long and went and got her, I think she got her eyelashes done, and we just hung out all day and didn't sleep. And we only saw each other a couple times and buried the hatchet and explained where we were mentally. And then she introduced me to the kids, and we started hitting it off and doing things. Yeah, and she's really a very dedicated mother, a very dedicated grandmother.
You can tell by when she's not putting up her funny posts and stuff like that. You can tell. I mean, that's something you can tell. Like she's really in love with her kids, her grandkids, stuff like that. Yeah, you can tell she's dedicated.
She's all about that. She'll do anything to get them where they need to be.
Brandon Scott McFadden's watching. Hello, Brandon. How are you, buddy?
Hey, Brandon. How you doing?
He's an
Yeah.
all right
So
guy. I like him. We've been friends for several years now. It's
good. One of the good guys then.
mm,
Yeah. So we started traveling around, making some tentative plans for, an acting studio, maybe studio,
yeah,
and we just talked about it. Nothing's, just throwing around ideas.
right.
And we have a lot of irons in the works, and should be looking at my latest screenplay when I can
Some
finally
irons in
get.
the fire. So yeah, so you're doing some writing and stuff like that. It looks like.
I have. I've actually went back and revisited the first script I ever wrote. I had to write it on Word. Somebody chiming in. I
Yeah,
had
he
to
said.
write it.
Yeah, Brandon said I can smell this live stream.
Yeah. The driest, nastiest cigar I could find. But
There you go. God,
but
that sucks.
I'm having trouble transcribing that to final draft because it's about two
Yeah.
scenes too big and it always drops off. So after about 25 hours of transcribing, it doesn't update the server. So I have to get around that. But it's designed for something along the lines of Stranger Things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've gotten very good reports. Whenever I have a couple
Is it
copywritten
called weird items? Is that did you call it weird items like
weirder stuff.
weirder stuff? Yeah, there it is.
No,
Like,
it's pretty good. I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, but it is pretty good, and I know the kids will like it. I have 2 copyright.
or you can make the porno of it, which is called I banged strange things, or Stranger Things.
Those days are over, and I'm
there's
sober.
the porno version of it. Yeah, I banged Stranger Things. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's out there. I had one lady on Instagram reach out, and she wanted me to write her a porn scene because she liked what it. And it was like,
Got a girl.
you don't even have to know dialogue. What do you need a scene for? Turn on the cameras, throw on the lights,
All
and
right.
you're a pizza delivery guy.
So what's the audition like? It's like, all right, and go. You nailed it. You got it. You get the role. I don't think. Do we have to see anybody else? No. All right. Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Do you know Bruce Jenner?
Welcome. Welcome to the big. God no. Welcome to the big time. It's like, and big time is Jim over here. That's what they call him on the side is big time. So anyway,
Big Jim.
big time Jim. Hey,
like Big John. We had a Big John in Ludlow, Massachusetts.
here comes Jim now. It's like, oh God, is that Dumbo? Is that God?
I'm glad it doesn't work.
Yeah. How much blood does that thing take to work? It's
4 pumps, 6 Viagra, and 2 pink pills.
mm, I drank a liter of blood earlier, so that'll
Yeah, just a liter.
just
So
a liter.
yeah, so we have some writing out there, and
He's Canadian. That's metric.
Great accolades for the script, but it's been an interesting ride. Now I've got some production assistant work in. I do audio. I've got accolades for that, but that's mainly on the East Coast.
Yeah.
I did acting in Boston, and I went through. There's a gentleman out there named Bates Wilder. I
like that name, Bates Wilder.
He's a great man. He teaches at Emerson School of the Arts, and then at night
I like Emerson too.
Yeah, CP Casting is where he works, and he was my first.
He's a transcendentalist,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want a great acting teacher, that's where to go. And it just wasn't there. Intermittent acting. I tried another place. It wasn't there. I went with Rod Rowland. He's a world-renowned model when we were growing up, and he dated Gillian Anderson for a while.
Oh God.
Yeah, and I picked, yeah.
Give me just a minute. I need to go get something to wipe off with.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, true.
She is.
She's
now was he the actor in her in the little film that she did? I'm wondering. It's
no.
No.
He started with her on X-Files after his
Okay.
very lucrative modeling career.
I think that guy's name was Big Time. Yeah. So
Big Time. It's Big Time, small money. Yeah.
Gillian Anderson. God. Okay. So,
yeah,
now I'm
he
two
got me.
degrees away from the woman I love. So,
But yeah, it's that's where I started with them. I went to an acting. Did some Meisner. Uh, life changes. I left Massachusetts, left the railroad. I'm a communications guy, railroad communications, telephone, all that. And
yeah.
My wife and I had a great time up there, but things changed. The kids are growing up, and I hit New York and Connecticut, and I did well. And I saw what I didn't like, and I said, I'm going to Atlanta. Let's sell the house. We went to Atlanta, and I started booking. I was booking out of New York, calling me for Atlanta work. I did a lot of music videos there and a couple good small indie films. Made some
So,
wonderful.
who was your biggest video? Who was that with?
Uh, King Von and Asian Doll. You can see um, if you look them up on YouTube. I'm a cop in that in the beginning. The pull-up video, King Von, Asia Doll. There's you look me. You can find them on IMDb if you look up Ted Stern.
Okay.
They're on
Awesome.
there, and they were just wonderful times. I love doing music videos because you get a call, you make a couple $100, and there's no dialogue. You just bring whatever they need. I have outfits, but usually they supply the wardrobe. But they're fun. They are just fun, and I get to be with the young people and listen and meet.
Who's the other girl I had on? She's a scream. Oh no, she was on the movie Hots. Do you remember the movie Hots when we were kids? It was like one of those B Porky's type porno softcore things that was on
I
like.
don't remember that.
But anyway, she was the redhead, and she was in the in with Justin Bieber and Ed Sheeran. She was in a video with those two.
At the
And I mean,
same
she's
time,
up there now. She's like in her 70s, and she's still looking like fine as fuck. And she's just this beautiful redhead just sitting in the video.
yep, yeah, yeah. You want to stay in shape, especially in Hollywood. If they want a cop that's in shape, they're going to call me.
There
That's
you
all
go.
I gotta say. You look up on my Instagram, Ted Sterner 1001, and you will see my before and after pictures. And I maintain that body the best I can, so I can move, I can do stunts, I can do all that. But yeah, music videos are fantastic. I love them.
Awesome. So Brandy from the Uncorked podcast is watching. You can also find her, and this is a big plug. Hey, congratulations, you're going to be on TV. Mosaic TV. That's right. We are brought to you by Mosaic TV. If you want to see My Worst Holiday on Mosaic TV, if you've got a Roku device, if you have an Amazon Fire Stick or an Amazon Fire TV or any Android device, you can download Mosaic TV. Watch us. Just fucking watch us. Okay, so there you go.
Watch.
So anyway, so now we're talking to Ted Sterner. He is an actor. He's a writer. He's a free spirit. He was a Marine. He's traveled the world. This guy has been all over the place. So yeah, back to Ted.
Yeah. I'm out here in North Hollywood. I just launched my casting network, so I'm going to go pro.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah, so I'm so pleased that you have me here today. You're really helping me out get reestablished.
You're helping me out. I like you already.
That's what it's about, is trying to actually produce good content. So we're here to do that. Okay, we're here to try that and get stoned off of
My content's half-ass at best, Ted. Let's be honest. I'm not the greatest. Well, I'm no hero. Maybe I am.
You want to say
I don't know.
say
And look, he's got a puppy. He's got a fucking puppy.
This is Leia.
Hey, Leia.
Like I said, I'm in
Did they separate you from Luke? Are you on your own now? Where's Han?
Luke's sleeping under the bed somewhere.
Yeah.
That's Luke and Leia are Frankie Ray.
I love you. I know.
She's a good girl. Here over there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been fun. I create brands. Have you gone to TikTok and looked at the Hick Cody Brody?
I have not.
Well, look up the Hick Cody Brody. That's a character I'm developing. So I play with the accents, and you'll notice things change from anything.
Hick Phony Brody.
Yeah, it's the Hick Cody Brody.
All right.
I tell you what, Auntie Sheila, she got one tooth. Sometimes it's here and sometimes it's there. Floats around. That type of crazy character. and it's all usable. Whatever you do to exercise your creativity is usable in Hollywood. I just can't wait for the strike to end, to tell you the truth.
Tony Brody.
I love creating characters, and being the high roller is my favorite because I get to wear chains and belts out of chain and stuff like that. But
so you were in the Marines, right?
I was in the Marines. I'm a Lebanon Marine. My unit was bombed in October of 1983. That was my unit. I got out of that unit one day before they left to go to Lebanon. So
no shit.
I probably know 50-60% of the Marines that died there.
So where were you in 1983? What was going on there? Libya.
Lebanon. Peacekeeping
Lebanon.
mission in Lebanon. The truck bomb drove around our barricades. We weren't allowed to have live ammunition. He drove up.
You didn't have any live ammunition?
The politicians wouldn't allow it. They wouldn't allow it. If you were out in the field where I would have been, in the dugouts and all that, being a machine gunner, I would have been in the field. I wouldn't have died in the explosion, and I would have had live rounds because we were perimeter defense. But the boys on the gate weren't allowed to have live rounds. He drove right into the barracks, and we lost a lot of great people. I've been searching for people that were in Alpha Company 1-8, 2nd Marine Division from 81 to 83.
If you're watching, you were in Alpha Company 1-8 back in 1983. Get a hold of Ted. Get a hold of me. I'll get a hold of Ted. God. Okay.
Right. I miss them,
That kind of brought me down a little. I didn't really.
No, it's all good.
But there's the lighter side.
No, there's a lot of great exposure out there, and a lot of activism that came out of that. And we a lot of survivors that remember and pull together and go to Camp Lejeune every year on that anniversary. A bike.
Don't drink the water.
Oh yeah, I know. They keep asking me if I'm sick. I ain't no sicker than I used to be.
Define sick.
If it wasn't for the minor twitch when I say my F's, you notice I avoid those. It's not bad. It just affects.
That means two things.
It just affects most of my body when I say an F. So I
no.
It's great. I don't feel any more changes, and I'm pretty much free from the side effects.
Going through change.
That was a big one. You pee a little bit.
Camp Lejeune.
With a little bit of medication.
Ozzy sang it better than I did, but
So, ask me some questions. What do you want to know?
I'm not a big question asker. I'm more of a free flow. I wait for you to tell me stories. So, like any fucked up or embarrassing life story, I want to hear it. What do you got? Hit me with
embarrassing. All right, here you go.
All right.
So I am. This last spring, I am working for the largest casino in California, Yamava, in basically San Bernardino, and it's a good job. I am the state licensed gambling commission agent.
Oh, all right.
And I regulate software. I observe people, the technicians installing software, updating machines, repairing machines, so that nobody gets hurt. The casino doesn't get ripped off. People don't get ripped off. Everything's proper and fair.
Right.
So that's my job. I got benefits and everything, but my heart is in acting, and I love working on sets. I've been through PA schools and stuff like that. I love it. So I get this call. I kind of destroyed my brand for a celebrity I was seeing, and I pulled out of that, and I want to rebuild my brand. I said, I'm not happy. I want to rebuild my acting brand. Damn it.
All right.
So that's what I'm doing. I get a call, and this woman calls from over the lake and says, I'm going to be out there in May and June. I'd like to do your photos, and we'll help you. I said, okay. And she started getting warm, and she said, I'm landing in Nashville. I'm going to work for a production company. We've been friends for a couple of weeks, and then I'll come to LA. I said, all right, great. I appreciate it. I'll take a couple of days off and show you around. So all of a sudden it changed to I'm not leaving Nashville. I'm working for this production company. They have a need for a PA, and they have a lot of work out here. You can support yourself, and it was implied that this company had a lot of work. That's all I'm saying. So I gave up my job at the casino. I drove all the way across country. I went to Nashville. I loved it. Fantastic. I'm living on a houseboat on the largest lake north. I guess that would be south of Nashville. I don't remember. I have to look at the map. I'm living on a houseboat.
A good majority of the people that are watching right now are from Tennessee.
Yeah,
and Oklahoma.
So they know the name of. I don't remember the name of the huge lake that's there. It's the main one. It's just slipping me right now. And I'm having a great time.
Tracy, what's the name of the lake? She'll tell us.
She'll tell us.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where Mosaic TV. That's where it's based out of, is in Tennessee.
Yeah.
So that's.
So I'm out there and I'm working for Jeff Yarborough Productions and Media, and we're having a great time. And you can call him to confirm this. And we get on set and we set up base camp, and there's no other PAs, and I just killed it.
Oh, I checked in Kentucky.
Well, actually, I was in Kentucky at Canyon Ranch where we were filming, and we're having a great time. I check all the weapons. It's a period piece. And
Chicago is not in Tennessee information. Okay, yeah, all right. Well, fuck you guys. All right, I was wrong. All right, it's Kentucky.
You're wrong again. Jeez.
I bleed blue and
so I
mean,
mean,
all right, yeah, I know.
We killed it. I killed it. Everything was great. I did transport for the executives. The leads and the principals never walk with me. Checked all the firearms for blanks. I went through everything. Even did some on-set coaching, straightened some actors out, and I think 2 were kicked off actually. And we had a wonderful time. I stayed an extra week or maybe 2. We finished up. I had to finish up my tenure because, are you ready for this?
Yes.
The owner was under the impression that I was doing an internship, which I ended up doing.
Oh, okay.
And he was there for some of these calls. I could hear him in the back going, "That's right, we're good," but we were getting 2 different stories.
Right.
The woman, God bless her, she really is very nice, wanted to get married so she didn't have to go back over the lake, over the big pond.
Go back over where? I can't hardly hear you.
Overseas. She wanted to get married.
Right.
And she loved me. And we found out that
I'd love you too if my visa was up. You'd be
I
surprised
wish
how fast I could turn gay if my visa was up. Like
I'm meeting these beautiful people, and we're going to red carpets, and I'm enjoying Nashville and professional sound studios. People with some old money, and they're coming up to me going, "Congratulations on your wedding." Ooh, what?
Like, wait, what?
I would have appreciated it if somebody would have told me,
So yeah, if I was in on this, it'd be great.
So now I'm embarrassed in front of these people, and we're talking executives and the executive producers coming up from Florida. This is no small production, and I'm doing well. I'm making, so I'm getting great gifts. I mean, beautiful cameras, because they realized he thought he was getting paid, and the money was referenced out, and so they really did take care of me. So here I am now. It's like I'm not getting any bites for communications. I can't start for AT&T because I have a California driver's license. You have to have a state local driver's license. And what I'm getting for work outside of that is not applicable. It can't help me with my bills that were incurred when I was living with a celebrity. So I had to leave.
Right.
Driving all the way back now, I said, I'll take Route 70, I think it is. And that's how I hit Denver. And I got to Denver, and all of my income streams were delayed.
It was all gone.
All gone. So I'm stuck in Denver.
Went to the cupboard, but the cupboard was bare.
I'm stuck in Denver, eating 2 slices of pizza a day and losing weight, and that's how I met Tino. But
that's the God died. Oh God, let me find another piece of pizza.
So, anyways, she had to go back. Nobody would rescue her. But I was so embarrassed in front of everybody.
It's like that old saying, what doesn't kill you sucks still. So
what doesn't kill you is bullshit. It doesn't make
it just sucks. And like that fucking hurts.
you embarrass me.
like I wish I was better off right now. You know, like that's things I say.
But you know, you forgive. People go through things, you forgive, and you move on. And if it wasn't for all of that,
Not me. I hold a grudge.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, fuck that. It's a
As much as I've screwed up in my life, I'm not going to
fuck
hold
my neighbor. I did. No, I didn't. I didn't.
As much as I've screwed up and request and really desire forgiveness, and I have gotten it, who am I to hold a grudge, right? People are at different places at different times. So I look at the best of it. I wouldn't have met Tina Lee. And everybody I know there, except for one, probably was talking to me. So I did pick up some students out of the experience for acting classes.
Nice.
And I have a very, very straightforward way of getting you present with strong camera impact. If you're a background actor and the director says, give this person 2 or 3 lines in 5 minutes, you're going to sound wonderful and properly fitted in nuance for the role. So I did pick up work out of that. I have a couple people now, and I don't charge like I was paying $250 an hour. I just charge enough to throw some gas in the tank or get a slice of pizza. So
there you go. That's all you need.
I'm enjoying the craft. You know, I understand the professional aspect of it. I understand what's expected from the time you get an audition or some sides sent to you right through the production. I understand my role and how to help the director. I've had fantastic experiences with directors out here, and I did study under one for about 6 months. And yeah, it's completely different once you reach that level. The acting requirements are an A game, and that's what I practice is an A game. So when I'm on there, you don't have to give direction. It's not the director's job. You should know your script. You should be ready to respond properly to the person you're across from, so you don't sound scripted. So you know everything comes into play. Everything's
that's why good. That's why I do everything like live. I don't have anybody tell me stories before. I don't do anything like. It's got to be real. It's got to be raw. And if you're not good at it, like, yeah, I'm not the guy that says, so, you know, I hear that you like to use a fork more.
Yeah.
Is that tell me more about that, Ted. Like canned bullshit drives me out of my fucking mind. It's like, you did not come up with that fucking question. You know, like, God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes
funny, be fucking funny.
Sometimes it's nice to let it flow, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not the funniest guy.
So tell me why you prefer trout. That somebody told me that you didn't write down earlier to have me ask you about. Trout.
Yeah. It's too scripted. It's not natural. And podcasts.
Not that I take it. Like, I love Conan O'Brien. I love David Letterman. You know, like, but the old Johnny Carson's, so well. Tell me, the wild stuff. You like trout. I guess a fisherman, huh?
It's not my type of fish that I like to be around.
I hear you.
I'll eat it.
You like fishermen. Fuck you. No, I said I like fishermen, Johnny. I'm gay. I like the rugged guys with a rod. You know, like I don't know. You know,
you got to have the right lure.
Yeah, exactly. Give me the rod and the old reel it in. I was like,
yeah, no sense of light casting for me.
That's why, like, I don't like, you know, when I tell people, like, I want to hear funny or embarrassing life stories, first thing they try to do is go, oh, this one time, and I'm like, shit, nope, don't.
Yep. We've had a lot
Can't wait to hear it, but don't. So.
Yeah.
So,
but I do welcome any questions. I've been through the ringer, like you said, been around the world, made a lot of mistakes.
No, I don't do it. My buddy John Silvis, Bourbon Brews and Beyond is his podcast, and he's giving me shit because I hate fucking bourbon. That's because Scotch and the Irish whiskeys are far more fucking superior. You fucking douchebag. So just to let him know that he knows it, I know it, we all fucking know it. Accept it. So
no bourbon for you, right?
No bourbon for me. No, because don't get me wrong, it's only because it's vile. So outside of that, I know it holds its place on the earth, but outside of that, it's right next to fucking Malort. And both of them ought to be buried and gone to hell.
So what can't you drink? What is repulsed by your body?
Mostly Malort and bourbons. Yeah,
Yeah.
American
Really?
whiskey. American
Yeah.
whiskey sucks.
Mine was blackberry brandy and tequila.
Oh,
I had a
I like a
biker
good
friend.
tequila. If it's good tequila, I can drink it too good. But they go, oh, do you like tequila? Have you had Cuervo? Like
Yeah.
Cuervo, like,
Well, it was just one of those
if you
experiences.
need a like if you got to shoot it and then snort something and then lick something on top. I don't think they snort anything, but the Chevy Chase did. But I like if you got to do that, it's not good tequila. Don't you
Yeah.
should drink tequila and go, oh, well that's
Yeah. Yeah.
wonderful.
Well,
You know?
it's funny because I used to party pretty heavy. I did a party heavy, okay, like 28 hours a day.
Yeah,
And
something
my
like that.
biker,
Yeah.
my biker truck driver friend, I was like the little brother to him. He lost his girlfriend of like 10 years, and I was really depressed over losing a female in my life, and I was just a mess. So we decided we were going to have chicken dinner. And before the chicken was done, we polished off a whole bottle of Cuervo.
Oh
And then we
God.
ate,
Oh
and
God. Oh, why?
I'm eating chicken. I end up getting sick, and here's this tough as nails biker leaning on the railing, crying his eyes out. Oh, Maureen, Maureen. I'm going, I can't even smell tequila. No,
Leave me, man.
come
Oh,
back.
those are the best.
Come on. Hey, let's go do a line.
The big old rough tumble guys that sitting there giving you a big hug. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Why, God? Why?
Because all you're doing is cocaine and drinking. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good lady. So
That's a good combination. At least the cocaine keeps you going.
Oh, yeah. It was pretty sticky stuff. You could smell that.
And this is all natural. There's no cocaine in this. This is just This is me on a depressant. This is me on a fucking depressant. Could you see me on cocaine? No.
I haven't touched it, even alcohol, in 28 years.
Oh, wow. Nice.
But I have so much to draw on for any character. And that's what I love about it. Is,
I've smoked all the weed.
I hurt people.
All the weed. It's like,
I never was arrested, never got DUI, but, you hurt people and you do wrong. And I'm over that. I've been forgiven. I've contacted most of them, but now I have so much more to draw on. If you really want a prick, you got one. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to do that. I know what it's like. If you really want a grandpa, I'm not a grandpa yet, but I can do that. I can
do that. There you go.
I can tone it down and be joy. So all those experiences are necessary.
That gray hair. There's a bunch of women out there right now that just got moist. Like
Oh yeah, I got some white hair.
They like the silver foxes. That's what they. The little salt and pepper. They're.
Well, you might get more than you expected from this one, so I do keep in shape. I want to be that guy.
Were you called a big time Jim? Is that what, or big time Ted? Is that what you were? Is that?
I do. I usually take 1 or 2 days off after doing muscle sets. My routine is relatively lightweight, 30 pounds and under, drop sets with a light interval training, lightweight, light impact. So I do about.
I've always done that. That's always been I do a little bit of weight a lot of times.
I do 3 hours of workout a day.
God.
Yeah. If I had a bike, I would
get out of my chair sometimes.
So, I mean, you're free to join me. I see these people and
the commute's going to be a bitch.
But I want my stamina, my endurance, and my metabolism to be very high. I sleep about 4 hours a day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why I write a lot. I'm here trying to help Frankie out at his place. And, I want to be that guy.
Right.
I want to be able to do the fifth take up Malibu steps.
Mr. Dependable.
Oh, yeah. I've been approached before. I did a fight scene in one of the shows, one of the films, and they looked at me and said, "Are you able to do this?" And the guy I'm fighting here is about 6'4".
Right.
And I looked at him and I said, "Miss, I guarantee it. I guarantee it." So the camera was panning back and forth, and we fought serious wrestling. We made contact a couple times. We fought for 15 minutes.
That's awesome.
When we were done, he was covered in sweat, and I was like, "Can I have a drink of water?"
Yeah. I'm a roughhouser, man. I love to roughhouse. I've always I've always been a roughhouser. I've just, and I was always a small guy, you know, like in high school, like when I graduated, I think I weighed maybe 110 pounds. I was this fucking, yeah. No, I got up to 240. Now I'm down to 190, you know, but I was always just, I liked football. I liked wrestling. My mom wouldn't let me box because she's a bitch. Don't worry. She didn't hear it. She's dead. So anyway, I'm just, it's okay. So anyway, I was always a rough and tumble guy, you know, like just loved it.
Oh yeah. And you know, I have a lot of joint pain and I just use it. You know, I just use it. It adds to my character. I don't want to take an excessive amounts of ibuprofen or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm very, very regimented. One small baby aspirin a day. And the routine I do, my beats per minute are around 70 and my blood pressure is 117/68. So,
nice.
You know, yeah, thank you. But it took a lot of work. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see.
And where are we aged at this point? Where are we clocking in at?
For what? For weight?
No, age.
I'm 60.
You're 60.
Yeah, I'm 60. My body operates like I'm 30.
Again.
Body operates like
one more time. I'm not gay, but I see what Tina looks at.
But if you were,
see, but if I was, you know, like I'm not, but if I was, it's like a.
I'd hurt you.
You're a good-looking man, is all I'm saying. It's like
I'd hurt you.
That's a good. You got a good grill on you, nice and bright. I got these fucking cigar teeth here, but I'm going to this tomorrow, so maybe it'll brighten them up a little. We'll see.
That's like the only thing I do.
They might be brown after that cigar, man. That you can tell that's a dry fucker, man. You keep lighting that thing.
It is. It's dry. Well, I smoke one a month. My first mentor was Arthur Hugh out of Peabody, Massachusetts. He does a lot of acting out there. And he told me when he was on a Johnny Depp movie, he said they kept him smoking a cigar for 4 hours. He said, Teddy, I was so green and sick.
Who is this?
Arthur Hugh.
Yeah.
He's out of Peabody.
For 4 hours?
He was, I
forgot. No. Like I've got to have liquor with it to counteract the nicotine.
Yeah. So he just gave me a piece of advice. He said, smoke one cigar, don't inhale, a month, and you won't get sick. So I do that.
Right.
And you know, it's paid off. I've had good bumps on music videos and sets because nobody else would do it. So give me the damn cigar. I want my $100. You know, I want my $50. Cash.
So one girl, okay, so Tracy said, we drink Tullamore Drew. That's true. I do that too. And then John Silva says, I've got Scotch teeth. Yeah, okay. All right.
I've got
I can't disprove that.
I got pre-workout and coffee. Oh yeah.
Pre-workout.
I'm quite tingly.
So what was you on? What was you on when you were doing the or what movie was he on when he was doing the 4 hour cigar thing?
That was the one about Whitey Bulger with Johnny Damon in it. He played background FBI and then one of the mob. He's Greek, but he looks Italian, so he gets a lot of mob work. A lot of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Arthur Hugh. He's a great guy. I don't agree with not communicating with people that are below you as they climb the ladder in Hollywood. I do refrain from it because I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to pick up bad habits. I get really tired of the amateur mistakes that you have to experience. I don't need to relive those. So I kind of gravitate towards those who have been in the industry a long time.
Well, no, you move yourself towards positive people that are going to help you and move you up. You never look down on anybody or you never chastise anybody, but you want to move to people who are more like-minded like you and who want to move in the right direction like you. That's just good form. That's all that is.
Unfortunately, people are ever since the advent of the handheld camcorder, you know, we have producers everywhere, and a lot of their projects fail in post because they don't know how to budget. They don't know how expensive it's going to be. And one of mine did when I first started, but I've learned so much. I went to PA school to understand what I was seeing on set, and I ended up making friends with cinematographers from Lord of the Rings and all these great, strong people.
Yeah, that's
And
that's a big
actually,
one.
so much so they would break protocol while I was learning in Boston and come talk to me on set, on the society and things like that from Netflix.
Yeah. Yes.
And
Surround yourself with experience and willing to learn.
that's
Absolutely
right.
true. Yeah.
Now I realized once I started learning from a
Good
particular
lines on
director,
it.
once I started learning from a particular director, I realized how important it is that you know your full potential. I mean, what your role is as an actor, even script breakdown, and how to be prepared. If I'm sitting across from Tom Cruise and I don't respond to his question properly because this is the way I practice it, you're not being back. You're not coming back. You're not. They're going to walk you out. It's not going to happen behind the hollowed walls of Warner Brothers. There's so much more than the entrance level of acting. And once I got into those people, the professionalism's totally different. I'm non-union. I'm one voucher away from being union, and I can't wait because I see some of the mistakes. I'm not willing to practice mistakes. I want to get on set, be fully passively aware of what's going on
Right.
in the moment, present, and dominate that atmosphere if I am not supporting. Dominate and change that atmosphere so you have a very strong on-camera presence, and that way you can grasp the attention of the viewer and they can empathize with you. I know what he's thinking. I like it. So
all right, buddy. We're at the 45-minute mark, and that's where I try to keep everything because we are now on a TV channel. We're on a network, so gotta leave room for commercials.
Okay, you're running the show, Captain.
You, Ted, thank you. You have the floor. I want you to tell everybody everything about you. Do you have a Patreon? Get a Patreon. There's nothing wrong with free fucking money. Yeah, nobody ever bitches about that. So tell everybody about you, what you got going on, what you got coming up, and when you got something great coming up, again, let me know and I'll have you back on because that's what I do is I promote people. So you got the floor, buddy. Hit it.
All right, thank you for having me. By the way, my name is. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. This is great. I appreciate you helping me build my band.
And I want you to hang out like after we're done, so we can chat for just a little bit afterwards too, because that's.
Oh, definitely. I want the names of the people that follow you, and I want to reach out and I want to communicate. I love doing that.
Okay.
I do a thank you for my
deal.
This is a deal closer right here. I want you to know.
Deal. You talked me into it, Ted.
Good. You really didn't have a choice. Yes.
You're a fucking bully.
Look,
I'm stronger than you. Go ahead, buddy. Again, you got the floor. Go.
I got your number. Remember that. My name is professionally Ted Sterner. You can find me on Instagram, Ted Sterner 1001. You can find me on IMDb, though I don't really keep that updated too much. And Ted Siok.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Was that under Ted Stewart? Because I looked up Ted Siok and I couldn't find shit.
Well, if you Google Ted Siok or put it in Facebook, you'll find it. And on Facebook, I kind of just post what I've done, where I go.
Yeah, but I was looking on IMDb. I was like, he's got to have something on there. Fuck, he's been.
Yeah, I did change it some time ago. According to Rod Rowland, my coach there that dated Gillian Anderson, he was like, I was talking to him. It's like, dude, no one's going to remember Siok. And one day
Are you kidding me? That's a great fucking name. It's got a powerful K at the end. It's got a hard O. Are you fucking serious? Did you know that the captain in Tennille, his last name was Dragon? His name was Daryl Dragon.
Wow,
I defy you to get a better name in the music industry than Dragon. And that's his real fucking name.
That is a fantastic name.
Who the fuck talked him out of that?
I have no idea.
The captain and Daryl Dragon, or the Tennille and Daryl Dragon.
Dragon. Yeah, what we were trying to do basically is come up with my first brand, and with my first brand being a high roller, bad man, way I dress, and some of my bling, I have a very stern personality. The Marine comes out.
Right.
And it just clicked, and he said, Ted Sterner is it. Ted Sterner is it.
All right, I get it. I still would have stuck with Psyop because it sounds like Psyop.
It works.
But that's just me.
You like Psyop.
This is why I'm in a basement next to my bathroom in LaSalle. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, you got the floor again. Close it out, and then I'll close mine out.
You can never argue with the host stealing the floor, but that's okay. This is
God, it's fucking great. Anyway, go on.
So Ted Siok on Facebook, Ted Sterner, Google it. I'm out there. Most of my work is on those sites. There's a lot of work I didn't put on there, or they're still in production, so I haven't put them on there. Copyright, a couple coming up, a couple being actually optioned right now for contracts, and looking for some financing. That's all being handled by a mutual friend of ours, and because that's what she does, right? You know who I'm talking about.
Love that chick.
My girl, Tina Lee. Yes.
Absolutely.
And, things are happening, and I travel. I do everything I can. I love the industry, creating and being on set. I'm non-union. One more.
One more. Come on. They're settling it now, so let's get him in there. Let's get Ted in the SAG. All right, let's put the SAG in the bag.
Yeah, I'm not pushing for it. I'm enjoying it because the network is fantastic, and I love it, and I love creating. I love coaching. I love helping people out.
And I love you.
Yeah, I love you, man.
All right. And I am My Worst Holiday. You can find me at myworstholiday.com. Nobody cares. Nobody's going to go to that website.
Yeah, you're warming the cockles of my
heart. Why the fuck are you going to the website? You can find me on Facebook under m.w.holiday. And you can find me on YouTube at My Worst Holiday Podcast, which we're streaming live on now as well. Mosaic TV. If you have a Roku device, if you have a Fire Stick, download Mosaic TV. It's that fucking simple. And you can see me again with Ted. Watch us again, baby. And with that being said, from a room next to my bathroom in my basement, this has been My Worst Holiday. Good night, everybody.
Peace.